A single bite from a hippopotamus can force many animals to stay away. With its enormous jaws and powerful teeth, this giant is one of Africa's most dangerous animals. But this tiny creature does something completely unexpected. Instead of escaping from the giant, it moves closer. It climbs onto the giant's head. It walks across its back. And it approaches a place where few creatures would ever dare to go. Hidden on the skin of these giants are tiny, unwanted passengers, searching for a place to survive. With incredible precision, this tiny helper removes the parasites one by one. Even beside the most dangerous part of the hippo, the tiny bird continues its silent work. This is not friendship the way humans imagine it. It is a silent exchange created by nature. One provides a giant safe platform and access to food. The other provides a service that helps the giant survive. In the natural world, size does not decide importance. Sometimes the smallest creatures create the greatest balance. The search continues across every corner of the giant's body, where tiny problems hide beneath the surface. For the bird, every movement must be precise. One mistake could mean losing the hidden meal. A tiny action that takes only seconds creates a valuable benefit for a creature thousands of times larger. The giant remains still, allowing its tiny companion to reach places it could never clean by itself. A world invisible to the human eye becomes a hunting ground for the smallest worker. Across the river, this unusual partnership continues among the giants of the wetlands. Two creatures from completely different worlds have found a way to benefit from each other. The relationship survives because both sides gain something from this silent agreement. Nature does not always connect the strongest with the strongest. Sometimes balance is created between the largest and the smallest. In the wild, every creature has a role. Even the smallest life can make a difference to the biggest giants. Beneath the surface, the giant continues its daily life, while the tiny helper remains close. For this giant, survival is not only about strength. Sometimes survival depends on unexpected partnerships. The smallest details reveal a hidden world living on the surface of the largest animals. The hippo provides a safe place, while the bird receives a valuable source of food. Across the wetlands, this quiet interaction becomes part of the rhythm of life. A place that looks dangerous to us becomes a place of opportunity for this tiny creature. Every movement of the giant creates a challenge that the tiny bird has learned to understand. This connection was not created by friendship or emotion, but by millions of years of natural adaptation. Every creature in this ecosystem plays a role, from the smallest bird to the largest giant. In nature, survival is not always about being the strongest. Sometimes, the smallest helpers create the biggest changes. Every morning in the wetlands begins with a familiar rhythm, the movement of giants and the quiet work of the smallest creatures. To the giant, these movements are ordinary. To the tiny bird, every step is a new landscape to explore. A hidden world exists on the skin of every giant, filled with tiny creatures searching for survival. With patience and precision, the tiny cleaner collects its reward while helping the animal beneath its feet. The partnership continues quietly, unnoticed by most of the world. In nature, cooperation can appear in the most unexpected places. A creature powerful enough to scare predators can still benefit from something smaller than itself. The smallest actions can create the greatest balance in the natural world. Their relationship is built not on friendship, but on survival and adaptation. The wild is a place where every creature matters. Even the smallest helper can play a giant role.
Every new day brings another chapter in the silent partnership between a giant and a tiny helper.
The bird follows the giants because they provide something it cannot find anywhere else. A tiny pair of feet, standing on a world of living stone.
The cleaner searches where the giant cannot reach.
A simple action that connects two completely different worlds. The giant offers safety. The tiny bird provides a valuable service. Even in the water, the relationship between them continues. The balance of nature is created through countless small interactions happening every day. What looks like a strange encounter is actually a perfect example of survival working together. In the story of nature, greatness is not measured only by size. Sometimes the smallest creatures leave the biggest impact. Every morning, the same silent journey begins between two creatures that seem impossible to connect. A creature with the power to dominate the river allows a creature smaller than its eye to come close. For the bird, the giant's body becomes an entire landscape waiting to be explored. Finding these hidden passengers requires patience, accuracy, and perfect timing. A tiny movement creates a small moment of relief for a giant animal. The relationship works because every action benefits both sides.
Across the wetlands, these small interactions help maintain the balance of the ecosystem.
The same mouth that scares predators becomes a place where a tiny helper can safely search for food. Nature does not create perfect friendships. It creates perfect solutions. From the smallest insect to the largest giant, every creature has a role in the endless story of life.